saying all the pretty words I love to hear. You don't even know how deep I feel. I'm playing it cool, but I'm losing it over you. Lately I've been trying on your last name, but it just feels so soon. It's just going way too fast. Every time you look at me I can't hold back, but I don't wanna tell you that. I could try to fight it, but wouldn't matter every time I try. I fall deeper into you, I can't deny. I'm breaking all my rules, I can't help but give in to you. I can't help
the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better.
Gotta do better, I 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 gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Hiding from the same world that made me who I am. Deep rest, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all this just to say get off my. Mixed emotions prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I can flip at any moment. Faces playing in this with me. Doing it was just a war with boredom, but it's sure to get me. Lord forgive me. Amen. Wear the crown of thorns for sport. I'm just waiting for a stone to hit me. Relationship on the rocks, my family all concerned. My homie still on the block, getting it I can't do. If I'm stricken by survivor's guilt, I'm getting it off of words. Come on, Herb, you
gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
When I'm out the wind, when I'm out the wind, yeah. Feel me on your skin, cause I'm out the wind, out the wind, out the wind, feel me on your skin, I'm out the wind, my dreams.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but this doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the scene when you taste your drink. Oh, you just gotta open your eyes. This world's up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I show them the utmost, man, this is so cutthroat. That was my mistake. Why I won't make that again? Never let up close. Mama too, this dedication, why I want the drama too. And I ain't it all, but I grill it and step over you like Tyra Lou. Quick pause, but this music industry be like a but I could cop a few new cribs only with the highest view. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but this doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you chase your dream. No, you just gotta open your eyes.
I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me by the doors off. I ran out of Papa. If he nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a cut my stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think it's a game, I bought the controllers. The rain, let it fall in the soda. I've been dripping so long, got water erosion. Heart of a soldier. My just had a daughter. I just went bought her a stroller. My just lost his father. I just went bought her my shoulder.
And I'm getting smarter and older. Call Mr. Carter the Yoda. We do this all for the culture. I bought a house in Miami. And I'm lying, it's cheaper. I bought it in Bocan. My just lost his mom, man. I can do, I just called them and offered some closure. Then I pulled off in a Rover. I thought that I told you, my the talking. I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but this doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you chase your dream. No, you just gotta open your eyes.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of disability, keeping up this facade of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna get real. Pretty soon I'll be talking my image, so I can keep running in my mind.
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. New York Yankees. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Max Fried.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back. Be patient and hit the ball the other way.
And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's Alex Bregman. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports.
1 ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Duran gets his lead at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play. Rafael Devers up to hit.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Strike one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Just missed. Pitch in the dirt, and a count 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that drops in for a strike. Next offering way upstairs. 2 out, space is empty. Hit in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the grab, and that is that. And we're back. And on the mound today, Garrett Crochet. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, you're going to see good velocity between the four-seam fastball and the cutter. Better be ready to hit. It's going to be fairly straight, but just because it's straight doesn't mean it's easy to get the barrel on it.
And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. And that misses. And that's ball one. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Down the line. And that drops foul. And that is downstairs. 3-2 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here is Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Ball one there. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
Man at first, one away. Next offering is down low.
Runner, yes, yes.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw. Save. Man at second. That one missing inside.
Two balls. Two strikes.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. That's down and in. Grisham at second with 2 down. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fans another, and that's 3 straight. Second inning set to go. And now the shortstop, Trevor Story. Max Fried will go to work. That one fouled off. 0-1 now. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Rip towards third. Fires over to first. And Story is out. And now here is Wilyer Abreu. 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good start for Max Fried. And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut. Christian Campbell. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One ball. One strike.
This one in the air, right field. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Just off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That one's in there, and that is strike one. One out, base is empty. Center field. And that quickly, 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Inside, 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ball. Ballpark. On to the third inning. So stepping in for Boston, Abraham Toro. Fried back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That one missed. That one lifted to left. Bellinger makes the grab, one away. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Swings through that one.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Grisham is there, makes the catch, and there are two down. And stepping in is the speedy Ceddanne Rafaela. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Around first, heading for two. The throw to second is offline.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
2 outs. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just outside. And that's ball one.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Line drive. And foul ball. On the ground to the left. LeMahieu gets it to first. That's the third out. Back here in Atlanta, ready to go for the last half of the inning. DJ LeMahieu will get things going. LeMahieu, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the second baseman, Jorby Bebos. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. and misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-2.
That one close, ruled the ball. 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And there's a ball.
That's inside.
And that just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strike. Back at Truist Park. On to the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Bregman. Swinging a foul straight back. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Late swing, fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Check swing, no appeal.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And delivers outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Devers in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Next offering is outside. Fourth inning underway, no score. Bregman runs. Tapped softly on the ground. Chopped up the middle and deflects off the pitcher. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I think he made his pitch on the mound. 2-strike count, made him chase way outside the zone, but just couldn't get him to miss, and somehow he found a way to put it in play for the knock.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Bregman, the lead runner at second. Devers on at first with nobody out. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. The other way, down the line, and it's foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Freed out of the stretch, fires. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Hit on the ground, might be two. There's one. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. And we're back. Bottom four. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Wong hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Ben Rice, the next to hit. Late with the swing there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Goes down looking. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
Clips the corner, and the count even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. That one inside, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Toro, the next to hit, takes ball one. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Right side, hard hit. Over to Goldie. Two gone now. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And it gives them the lead in the fifth. It's 1-0. Base is empty with two away. And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's down and in.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Ouch.
Time! That hit him. Take your base.
Here's Alex Bregman. 1 for 2. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Tyler Matzek.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. Here's Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1.
Cody Bellinger.
First pitch just misses. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
On the ground, Campbell. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So up next, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, no strike.
In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. Just misses. Now 1-2. The Yankees still looking for their first hit in this one. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Back here in Atlanta. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Rafael Devers. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Story now. Matzek, in his 7th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. Red Sox by 2. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. Play is made, 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Christian Campbell now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Grisham drop step going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. Crochet back to work. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and he went around. Rule to swing. Here's the second baseman, Jorby Bebos. Caught looking his first time up.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss. Red Sox leading it by 2. That's out to center field. Rafaela coming on and puts the squeeze on that one. And a couple of quick outs. So the batting order turns over. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Late on that fastball.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that's in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back at Truist Park, we go to the top of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Abraham Toro. Fernando Cruz gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strike.
The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. So digging in, Connor Wong. He's already homered in this game. There's the strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw, and they got him. comes up empty. That's strike two. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 7th, it's Aaron Judge now.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that one missing low.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Now Judge drives one. Deep left field. Back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And it's even up. The Yankees looking to rally. High in the air, out to right. Abreu makes his way towards it. Makes the grab for the second out. Here is Goldschmidt. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. The Yanks hitless so far in the game. And the 1-0 misses low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
On the corner for a strike.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Out to short. Story sends it over to first, and that will end the inning. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. That's in there. In there at the knees, and it's 1-2. And a good eye there. Looked like it was a little bit up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down. Now it's Alex Bregman. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Did 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
In the dirt. Bregman, the runner at second with one away. That clips the zone, and the count 1-1. Williams, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here's Trevor Story now. He's already homered here in this one. And that one clips the corner.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Goes down swinging. On to the bottom of the 8th, and here comes Bellinger. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Still rolling to start the 8th. Just 5 more outs to get.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's there. He's got it. 2 away.
Man, he's getting really close to this thing right now. Only 4 outs left, but it's going to be tough to get.
Wells stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. There's a strike at the knees.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches even when he's running a little low in the tank.
And that's in the dirt. And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Runner takes off, strikes him out with 100. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Luke Weaver. Just missed. Weaver, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Over to Goldie. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he chases a high fastball there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Judge hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Abraham Toro. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That's a little bit low.
2-1.
In the air, left side. Bellinger makes the catch, inning over. Back here in Atlanta, and the batter now, Jorby Bebos. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
3 outs from a no-hitter. Grounds 1 to short. Story over to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Now here's Trent Grisham. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. The Yankees trailing by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. In the air, right side. Abreu under it. Drops into the glove. And a couple of quick outs. So they're down to their final out. Aaron Judge at the plate. And now the toughest one is left to get. The final out to complete the no-hitter.
Yeah, and not much we can say anymore. Everyone knows what this situation is, and he's so close, Boog, he can taste it.
A chance for the no-no right here. They're down to their final strike.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Chapman is just 1 strike away. Swings, and that's a base hit. And he breaks up the no-hitter in the ninth. Caught in a rundown now. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. And this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swag in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and